Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players of all time. Mark is more better than Steve. Not many people are senior than me in this office. All three sentences that you just saw were incorrect and had some common mistakes that generally happen in our daily communication. This last and 8th lesson on adjectives is all about removing those mistakes. In this lesson, I'll share with you some rules and exceptions in relation to certain adjectives and their degrees of comparison that we use quite frequently in our daily communication. Friends, my name is Hemant Singh Rana and you're watching Enliven English, making the language entertaining, lively and functional. So let's get started. Let's begin our study with article the. Article the is used with superlatives as in, she is the best student in the class. Steve is the fittest among all players. We are taking the most important decision today. In the previous lessons, we also learned to use article the in parallel comparison in the following manner. The more you exercise, the fitter you become. The slower you write, the cleaner the handwriting is. The more focused you are, the more success you get. Now we need to remember one more rule, that we also use article the before a comparative degree when we want to know which one of the two persons, animals or things has more or less of the quality being talked about. Let's see some sentences. Which one of these two books is the cheaper? Which one of the two cats is the smarter? Which one of the two sisters is the taller? In sentences with pattern 1-off plus superlative degree of adjective, it is a very common mistake to keep noun singular. Avoid that and frame sentences in the following manner. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players of all time. She is one of the most intelligent students. This is one of the most expensive fabrics. Another common mistake that we make is that of double comparatives and superlatives. This mistake generally happens while speaking. Always remember to use only one comparative or one superlative in any sentence. Let's see some examples to understand this. Mark is the most fastest runner. This sentence is incorrect as it has double superlatives. The correct sentence is Mark is the fastest runner. Martha is more smarter than Sarah. Again, this sentence is incorrect as it has double comparatives. So the correct sentence is Martha is smarter than Sarah. Mark is more better than Steve. Again, the sentence has double comparatives. The correct sentence is Mark is better than Steve. There are 12 comparatives in all which have been taken from Latin language and have no positive or superlative degrees. They all end in OR. 5 of them have lost their comparative meanings and are used as positive forms. These are exterior, interior, ulterior, major and minor. Let's see some sentences. The exterior features of this house are eye-catching. The interior walls of this house have been painted red. I hope there is no ulterior motive behind the proposal. The issue is of minor importance. Our team has got a major project. The other 7 comparatives are inferior, superior, prior, anterior, posterior, senior and junior. There is an exception that we need to remember regarding their usage, that we do not use conjunction than after them. They are followed by preposition to. Let's see some examples. We should not consider ourselves inferior to anyone. Martha considers herself superior to others. Steve loves to mentor people junior to him. Not many people are senior to me in this office. We need to be careful with verb prefer. Many people use conjunction than with it when to infinitive is required and to infinitive when it's not. It generally happens while speaking. Let's see some sentence patterns to get more clarity on this. We prefer painting to gardening. We prefer to paint rather than garden. I prefer running to walking. I prefer to run rather than walk. In sentences with prefer to, there is no need for second infinitive after rather than. Last but not the least, there are certain adjectives which are complete or absolute and cannot be compared, such as round, perfect, square, universal, eternal, unique, and so on. It will be wrong to use words like more or most with them. So friends, that's it. With this lesson, we have completed our comprehensive study of adjectives. If you haven't watched the previous lessons, then kindly do so to improve your understanding about this part of speech. In the next lesson, we will begin our study of determiners. I'll be back with you soon with a new lesson. Till then, keep learning, keep improving. Goodbye.